Kia ora and welcome along to Monday's look at the weather from us here at Met Service. We'll start off with that satellite picture. You can see we've still got areas of cloud pushing in towards the south and one or two rumbles of thunder running in towards those western coasts as well. Something to keep an eye on as we head through the rest of this afternoon as well. Some showers feeding up there. You can see though we have also got this band of wet weather across the North Island through the night. That carries on moving northwards, clearing away to leave some clearer skies to the south. But you can see for the South Island, we have that east-west split with more showers and wet weather on that western coast, some rather heavy ones, perhaps even with that risk of thunder as well. While out towards the eastern side of the country, things generally are looking a little bit drier. It's worth saying as well, we might find a few thunderstorms just skirting across those more northern parts of that eastern side of the Bay of Plenty as we head through the night time and into the early hours of the morning. But down that eastern coast, generally, things are looking much better. As we head through the night, we'll carry on seeing this area of low pressure pulling away, so not a bad looking story as we head in towards most of the North Island. For the South Island, though, we'll keep hold of those showers, still with a real wintry component around those higher parts of the southern Alps. So if you plan those higher crossings, do keep an eye on the road snowfall warnings. Overnight tonight in towards the early hours of Tuesday morning, we have got some more snowfall coming down right about the tops of those roads. So just take that extra bit of care and keep up to date with the information from the Met Service, but also from Waka Kotahi on how those roads are panning out. In terms of our temperatures though, we're all going to find a pretty chilly end to the day today and a pretty cold start today on Tuesday, especially down in the South Island where we find some nice clear skies. Temperatures widely back down below freezing, and even up in the North Island, those central parts of the North Island back down below freezing for likes of say Taupo and Taramanui. As we head through in towards Tuesday, that east-west split is still with us. We'll find more showery conditions across that western side. Out towards the east, generally dry, clear and fine. Not a bad looking story through likes of Canterbury and down towards Otago. You can see on that western coast though, that low pressure continues to bring more cloud and showers through the daytime. Still one or two fairly heavy ones, so something to watch out for through there. But for the North Island, the best of the weather will be on this eastern coast. Once those early showers clear away, a fine looking story through there. Not a bad looking day through the Bay of Plenty and the Coromandel. You can see that on that western coast, we've got more showers feeding in towards, say, Auckland, perhaps later in the day. And then down towards Wellington, we'll find they clear away quite nicely as we head through the afternoon. Well, at least from the city. Head towards, like I say, the Kapiti Coast. We'll keep hold of those showers right the way through in towards the afternoon. If you're off to the game up in Eden Park later on Auckland, generally looks like a dry one, that cloud thickening up and perhaps an odd shower, but I think most of the time it should be a pretty dry looking day. In terms of our temperatures, here we are, highs of 15 degrees Celsius in Auckland, 12 or so in Wellington, but for the warmest temperatures, head across towards the eastern coast and the best of that sunshine and those northwesterly winds, 16s and 17 degrees Celsius for Hawke's Bay. Down on the south side, we have got a fair bit of active weather on that western coast, running towards the spine as well. You can see we've got a fair number of showers about the top of the southern Alps. So again, watching out for those higher passes as you're doing those crossings there. Generally out towards the eastern side, we've got a higher cloud, but most of the time it's fine and dry. Not a bad looking day in Christchurch. But you can see if you're on that western coast, we've got more showers, some of those fairly heavy, and they're with us through the daytime. Might be an odd shower first thing in Queenstown. That should hopefully clear off in the morning, and I think we are left for a dry looking day. Here are our temperatures for the South Island. Highs here around about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. Again, you'll find where you get the best of the sunshine, you get the best of the temperatures out towards that eastern side. Where there's more cloud on the western coast, 9 degrees Celsius for Hokitika, a cool, wet looking day. As we head in towards the next few days, we've still got that active weather with us on Wednesday, that low pressure barreling up the South Island on towards that western side of the North Island. But we are going to find the weather does start to improve down south. We'll start to find a ridge of higher pressure builds in, and then we should find things are looking a little bit better. We've got a few showers though around that eastern coast towards the end of the day on Wednesday. But you can see as we head through towards Thursday, that low pressure pulls away, high pressure builds over us. And for Thursday and Friday this week, things generally are looking much drier and brighter. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.